It was honestly so funny to me how many of you wanted to see this video when I mentioned it in my video about the food on the ship. So today we're going to be talking about all of the desserts on the ship ranked, because this is an important thing for you guys to know so you know what you're getting into and so you know which desserts are the best ones that you should look forward to when you're on the ship. So every day there's two desserts you're going to have on the ship. There's the one for lunch and the one for dinner. So you'll have some variety if you don't like the one for lunch. Hopefully the one for dinner is further up on my list and is way better. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into everything you need to know about the desserts on the ship and which ones are the worst and which ones are amazing. Okay, so I've got 31 desserts listed on this list, and they're split up into like color categories also. So at the bottom of the list, like they're highlighted in black, and that means like I would not eat them if they were there. Like they're gonna put them out, I'm gonna look at it and be like, ew, I'm not eating that. And then it's like red, pink, blue, green, and then yellow or gold is at the very top, and the golden ones are like the ones we are praying for. Like the golden ones are like gold standard, the best. So we're gonna start from the bottom so I can warn you which ones are not good, and then get up to the ones that are delicious. Here's my beautiful list. Okay, at the very bottom there is number 31, which is the cream puff, which you might think is not that bad, and I guess some people may have liked it, but me and my friends hated it. It was so not good. The bread was like really dry and tasted like nothing, and then the inside it was like glue frosting, like it had no flavor, and you like licked it and you're like, ugh. Like it was so bad. And the same thing is with number 30, the chocolate eclair. It's the same sort of dough, it's the same sort of filling. They are just tasteless, and you think they're gonna taste like a cloud and like a happy little sugary little like puff thing, and they honestly just taste like you're biting into a sponge. So I'd avoid these if I were you. Just try them for sure, try them to see if you think they're bad, but I did not like them at all. Number 29 is something that we had pretty often on the ship and that no one liked. It's called vanilla corn pudding, and it's literally vanilla pudding with pieces of corn in it. Like, just like kernels of corn mixed into it, and they're everywhere. It's like all corn and like a little bit of pudding. And we're all like, if it was just vanilla pudding, we would love this. But why is there corn in here? And they had it like honestly all the time, like every 2 weeks, and nobody liked vanilla corn pudding. And then number 28 on my list is raisin cake, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you like raisins, maybe you're gonna love this, but no one I knew really liked raisins that much, and we thought it was pretty disappointing. And then number 27 and number 26 are pineapple upside down cake and peach cake, and the ship makes a lot of their like little fruit loaves or fruit cakes, and sometimes they're pretty good. Like there's some other ones way up higher on the list that we really enjoyed, but the pineapple one and the peach one just really both tasted sour and like sort of like rotten fruit, to be honest, and they were always really mushy and like wet on the top, and they just weren't baked very well, so we did not like those at all. And then number 25 is called a Linzer tort, and I can't even tell you what that is. It was like multigrain, like brick bread, and it did not taste like a dessert at all. It was very disappointing again. So that was it for the black section, the section we did not want to touch. And now we're into the red section, which is sort of like, if you're hungry still and it's there, like maybe you'll eat it if you really want it, but if you're not feeling like having dessert that day, like you're still gonna skip it. It's not that great. So number 24 is the coconut cream cake. And the reason we didn't like this one is because it was literally like a cloud. So you would eat it in one bite and it would be gone, and you were always left unsatisfied and just not that happy. It was not a filling dessert at all, and you just wanted like 16 pieces to make it like worth your while. And then the next one up on the list is mocha cake, which had the same story. It was pretty tasteless. It didn't really taste much like mochas or coffee or chocolate or anything, and it was also very light and fluffy. So when you ate it, you weren't like left feeling very happy or satisfied. It was just sort of gone, and you were like, okay, I guess I ate mocha cake. Whatever, maybe next time it'll be better. And then you try it again the next time and it'll be the same, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, why did I try it again? So those two are those are at the bottom of like the red section of the list. They're not the best. And then number 22 and 21 are Jello and chocolate pudding, and Jello is Jello. If you like Jello, you like Jello. If you don't, then it's not much of a dessert. You're like, that's not very fun. And I don't really love Jello, but if you love Jello, then good for you, way to go. And then the chocolate pudding is number 21, and you would think chocolate pudding would be a very like good dessert, like a pretty good one, a pretty healthy one, but the chocolate pudding on the ship is so gelatinous, It's like Jello consistency, but it's pudding. And like it has a film on the top when you try to scrape it off. It's not good chocolate pudding, but I still ate it sometimes because I like chocolate and I like chocolate pudding. But this chocolate pudding is not very good. Number 20 and number 19 are pear cake and Swiss roll cake. Pear cake is the same story as peach cake. It's just a really like wet cake that doesn't taste that great. It tastes kind of sour again. It's sort of just mushy on the top. And Swiss roll cake is like chocolate rolled with like what seems like cookies and cream frosting. I can't exactly describe this one. It's just like cake that's rolled up with not enough frosting and not enough richness. Again, just sort of disappointing and bland. Now we are into the purple section of the list, where it's not that disappointing. You see these desserts out there and you're like, okay, it's a dessert, I'm gonna eat it, probably. So number 18 on this list is marble cake. It's a good, like, dense cake. Everybody likes marble cake. And then number 17 is chocolate cake. And you might be surprised chocolate cake is so far down on this list, but there are honestly some good desserts on this ship. Some really good ones. So chocolate cake is down here because chocolate cake does not have that much frosting. It has a pretty thin layer of frosting. But there's some other cakes later on that have a lot of frosting, which I enjoy way more than chocolate cake. And then orange cake is honestly very, very good. It's like, I don't know, I've never had orange cake before, but I've had like orange muffins, and it's like that. Like I could eat like 10 pieces of it. It's really moist, it's really dense, and I liked it a lot. Number 15 is strawberry cake. And I didn't have that high of an opinion about strawberry cake, but one of my friends really liked it because the frosting was like this thick. Like it was all frosting and it was like whipped frosting. So it wasn't like thick, like you'd eat it and be like, oh, like I can't breathe. But it was like sort of like whipped cream, but like strawberry whipped cream, and she really liked that, so it's up here on the list. And then right above that is apple cake, which it's like apple pie but baked into like a bready cake kind of thing, and it's always good. It's always something delicious. Okay, so now it's getting good. We're in the blue section. So at the bottom of the blue section there's hazelnut cake, which is like Nutella cake basically. Very good, very delicious. You're probably gonna enjoy it if you like Nutella. And right above that is lemon cake. Lemon cake, can't go wrong with lemon cake. I like lemon bars, I liked lemon cake. And then you have banana bread. Everybody loves banana bread. There is another banana bread sort of thing a little bit higher on this list, but this banana bread, if they have banana bread out for dessert, it's gonna go quickly. Everybody likes banana bread. Okay, we're in the green section. Things are getting really good at this point. So green section, number 9 is ice cream cake. So if it's your birthday, your friends can order you an ice cream cake, or your parents can buy one for you from home. They're sort of expensive, like honestly way overpriced, but we don't have ice cream on the ship like ever. So ice cream cakes are awesome, and a ton of people can share one. It goes really far. People just sort of like share it around the dining halls. If it's your birthday, someone will just be like, do you want some cake? And they'll be like, yes. So everyone shares it. It's pretty good. It's just like plain ice cream. There's nothing that special about it. But because it's ice cream, it's special, and the options are like chocolate vanilla or like chocolate strawberry vanilla, and it's pretty good. Everybody likes ice cream. And then blueberry cake is one of the best like fruit cakes that the ship makes, and it tastes like blueberry muffins. Honestly, like the best blueberry muffins you can have. It's sort of like crumbly on top, like sugary, so it's crunchy, and then there's blueberries right under that. It's very good. And then right above that on the list, so number 7 is birthday cake, which is another cake you can order. Instead of the ice cream cake, you can get the regular birthday cake. That's not ice cream, it's just cake. And the frosting for this is really thick and really good, and there's a ton of it, so that is why we like this cake. And then number 6 is frosted banana cake. It's so good. Frosted banana cake has chocolate chips in the banana bread, and it has frosting on top. So if you thought you liked banana bread before, frosted banana cake is so much better. And now we are into the gold section. So number 5 in the gold section is chocolate mousse. The chocolate mousse is so good. It's nothing like the chocolate pudding, which sucks. It's creamy and chocolatey, and there's always whipped cream on top, and I would eat like a huge bowl of this and sometimes get a second bowl because chocolate is the best and chocolate mousse is super good. And then you've got the brownies. The brownies are the perfect fudgy brownies. Like the brownie part themselves is like fudge, and then there's frosting on top of that, which is also like fudge. Like it's not a dry brownie, it's just so moist and so delicious, and the chocolate frosting is to die for. So brownies are so good on the ship. And then right above that we have 3, 2, and 1, which are all different types of crumble. Number 3 is fruit crumble, number 2 is peach crumble, and number 1 is apple crumble. So I can't really describe to you how good the crumble is on the ship, but everybody loves it. When they bring out a new pan, people literally like line up around the dining hall with their bowls to get some crumble. And the best part about the crumble is the top. So people go up to there and they like scrape off the top because it's like oats and sugar. So people always take that. They leave like the bottom, which is just the fruit, for like other people, but the top part is so good. So crumble always goes really quickly when you're in the dining halls, and when you see crumble, it's a good day because that's the only like hot dessert that the ship serves. Everything else is pre-made, like cakes and stuff. You may have noticed on this list that there's no cookies listed ever, which is so weird. I don't know why they don't serve us cookies, because that would be an easy dessert also, but I guess they just don't want to give us cookies on the ship. So that was my video about all of the desserts on Semester at Sea ranked. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this list and trying all the desserts along the way on my voyage. And honestly, number like 15 up, like those are some good desserts. And number like 25 down are really, really bad. So there's a lot of variety. You can for sure let me know once you go on your voyage what your favorite dessert was and if I hyped it up too much or not enough. And let me know also right now in the comments down below if there's any other videos you'd like to see me make. And of course, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.